Hello and welcome to LivJam Limitless. This is Livingston, and now it's time to dive into Chapter 3 of Blades of Light and Shadow. Next up, Port Parnassus, where your party of adventurers may find more than they bargained for. I really want to see what's gonna happen next. And that lore bit was so amazing. I'm just so glad they added that. Blades of light and shadow. Let's go. And we're at the Temple of Elora, as you can see. Chapter 3 The City by the Sea. And that rhymed. You, Mal, and Nia trek through the woods, the Temple of Elora a few days behind you. Alright, team, if we make good time today, we can reach Port Parnassus by noon. Scholar Vash said the shard was in the library. If we get it, we'll be one step closer to rescuing Kade and keeping the Shadow Court gone for good. I've never been to a city as big as Port Parnassus. All I can think about is how excited Kade would have been to see it. Aw, that's sad. At least he's not dead yet. Hopefully. Mal and Nia exchange a worried look. Then Nia reaches for your shoulder with a gentle smile. We can explore the entire library of Parnassus for him. They're supposed to have the largest collection of Orcish pastoral poetry in the world. That sounds like a threat. Besides, anyone can see that what Tyrion needs is to get lost in a few pints of ale in the port's dockside taverns. I mean, I'm not much of a drinker, but I've heard terrible things about those docks. So many criminals and gamblers. Don't forget the houses of ill repute. Smugglers who can get you anything your wicked little heart desires. I once blew 5,000 gold in one night at the Tabasi tables there. The owner kicked me out because he thought I was scamming him. Then I got in a fight with a cardhouse muscle, broke my jaw in two places. Good times, good times. I do love books and I do hate alcohol, so I'm with Nia. The library sounds great. It'll be like traveling all over the realms while standing in one place. Yeah, no? But doesn't that sound exactly like the metaverse? Kade would have loved that. It doesn't seem right that I get to enjoy them and he doesn't. Damn it, this sad asshole. Such a sad thought. When we find a way to free Kade, we'll be sure to bring him to the library so he can enjoy it too. You start to smile when you feel something odd. A low vibration coming from your pack. What? What the? You toss your pack to the ground. A small leather satchel falls out, pulsing and rumbling. Nia quickly digs through the satchel, pulling out the source of the vibration. The green crystal Vash took from the vault. Yeah. It looks like it's cracking. Cracking? What in the world? Judged by the last magical rock we dealt with, I'd seriously put that down if I were. The crystal shatters in Nia's hands, fragments raining to the ground. Okay, is she dead too now? Revealing. Damn, what? That cat's got wings. That cat's got dragon wings. The fuck? Winged cat? Meow. Oh my god. Reminds me of a certain character of Friends. Oh my goodness. I should pet it. Ha. Hey there, little guy. The kitten mews softly as you scratch behind its ears. Meow. It nuzzles its cheek against your hand, its entire body rumbling with purrs. A plus an XP. Thank you. That's a good bad kitty. We're not gonna hurt you. Meow. I think it likes you, Tyrion. I hope that's a good thing. Can we keep it? Please tell me we can keep it. Who are you asking? Me? Well, we can't just abandon it in the woods, so sure. I say we call it. Acha, oh, name. Oh, damn it. Oh man, just give me a suggestion at least. The fuck? You're putting me on the spot here. Pussy. No. Dragon pussy. I don't know. I'm just gonna pause the video here, search for a few names, a few good names, and then decide. Wait. Okay, so I've decided the name will be Dracon. I don't even know how should I pronounce it. Sounds amazing though, right? Dracon. I'm just gonna call him Dracon. It, I guess. I'm not sure what the sex is. Dracon. Name it Dracon. Isn't that right, Dracon? The cat blinks at you. Why? What the fuck? It speaks! Why would you call me that? My name's Threep. Oh, so I wasted so much time deciding what to name the cat, and the cat already has a name. You can talk? Hey, it's Grace. You're a Nesper, aren't you? Nesper. Okay. Am I already in my cups? What is going on? Nespers were the beloved advisors of the ancient elves before the Great War. They're supposed to be extinct. That's certainly news to me. I'd consider myself very much alive. Thank you. Yeah, Threep's awesome. Nia holds her hands out, raising Threep upward, and bows reverently before the creature. Oh. Okay, she shoots you a meaningful look, and you drop into an awkward bow as well. Mao just watches, arms crossed and an eyebrow cocked. Ancient One, you must have been trapped in that crystal for thousands of years. You must be so confused. So much has happened. Let's see. The Elven Empire is all but forgotten. The Shadow Court was banished. I've heard everything, little one. I was trapped in that crystal, not asleep. Let's see if I've got this right. Threep climbs up to perch on Nia's shoulder, then clears his throat. Collect the onyx shards, do the ritual, banish the ancient evil. Yes, sounds lovely. But might we spare some time for a snack first? You can. Hunt for. Nah, have some of my rations. Why not? It isn't much, but you might like it. You fish a few dried strips of venison from your pack. I mean, that smells delicious. Oh. You dangle the venison before Threep and he pulls it down between two tiny paws. Scrumptious. Much appreciated. Tyrion, was it? That's me. Hold up. We can't keep this thing around. We don't know how big it's going to get. At a certain point, we'll start looking like food. And I am not getting eaten by some Maggie cat. I beg your pardon. That term is remarkably offensive. Oops. We aren't leaving him. The Nespers and elves lived together and cared for one another for centuries. They aren't meant to live in the wild. Three preens. Preens? What does that mean? Licking his paw and then rubbing it behind his ear. It's true. We're pampered little things. We're pampered little things. You're a conspicuous little thing, is what you are. You don't need the extra attention lugging him along will bring. I can keep him inside my pack and no one will be the wiser. It'll be fine, I promise. You're killing me, Priestess. Why do you want to keep him so much? Because he's adorable? I'm not gonna say it, it might be offensive. Helpful? The elves surely kept Nespers around for good reason. You'll help us out, won't you? It is my solemn duty and my distinct pleasure to offer aid where I can. Oh. I'm not sure how much help a defenseless little kitten is going to be when we're up against the Shadow Code. Defenseless? Ha! Never underestimate a Nesper's wisdom and impeccable ability to judge character. Wow, and so modest too. Fine, but when you wake up in the middle of the night and find the adorable bat kitty gnawing on your face, don't come crying to me, kid. Oops. I hope that doesn't happen. I joined the party, didn't he? The Nespa Threep has joined the party. Nice, he's sleeping. Nice. Hey, we're in a market. You march on and soon reach the gates of Port Parnassus. With the sun hot overhead, you pass through the city walls of heavy stone. Nice, looks busy. There's so much everything. Everywhere you look, humans, orcs, and even a few elves mill through cobbled avenues shaded by colorful awnings. Sandy colored buildings taller than any in Riverbend loom over the streets. Laundry, festive lanterns, fresh fish, and more hang between them. So, what should we do first? Let's go shopping! This must be what the trade bazaar back at White Tower is like. I've never seen so many things in one place before. You pass stall after stall of goods, beaded jewelry, exotic fruits, pottery and cookware, and skewers of charred meat. Things is right. I don't even know what half of this stuff is. With a flourish, Mal gestures to a pinch-faced woman guarding a stall full of feathery contraptions. You've never had a need for a feather duster made from viper-like feathers? What a simple life you've led. Venda. Town clothes, the finest Parnasian silk and tan leather, tailored while you wait. Come and try them on. See something you like, friend? You look like you could use some new gear. The outfit she's unearthed is soft and sumptuous as she sets it in your arms. You admire the flowing silks and soft leather buckles. Wow, it's so elegant. I look like a real city guy. Oh, I mean the outfit that I have right now seems much better. But anyway, choose this look. Why not? Tyrion, you look incredible. Mal's jaw slackens and he fumbles with the belt buckle he'd been examining. Gotta say, kid, you clean up nice. I know, I do. You offer a brief twirl and a bow. Thanks. It's so different from what I'm used to wearing in Riverbend. But I guess I'm not that same person anymore either. Oof, it suits you. Thank you. And I bet you'll get some folks buying you free drinks at the taverns too. Okay, you two are embarrassing me. Let's get going. As you continue through the market, you notice Mal glancing around uneasily. What's happening? Something the matter? When you're in the business long enough, kid, you get a sixth sense for when you're in trouble. And right now, we're being watched. Shit. By who? Not sure yet, but I've seen at least a half dozen people glancing our way. Guards mostly, but a few merchants too. Why would they be watching us? You don't think it has to do with the Shards, with the Shadow Council? I don't know, but we need to keep our eyes open and our wits. But before he can finish, you collide with an armored figure striding the other way. Oof. Oh. Who are you? Look at that hair. Damn, boy. Look at that armor. Oof. Uh-oh. He's angry. The grim-looking elf shoves you with a sneer. You eye the weapon strapped to his back warily. Let it go. You step aside, letting the elf pass as you brush yourself off with a scowl. You glare daggers at his retreating form. That haughty jerk! Ignore him. He's not worth the effort. True. Definitely not. He's radiating powerful magical energy. The air smells so salty. Is that the ocean? Have I got a treat for you, kid? Keep up and don't get lost in the market. Mal leads you through the crowds to the docks, where he ushers you onto a rickety wooden platform. He sweeps his hand toward the glittering waters, taking up the entire horizon. There you have it, the Cartesian Sea in all its glory. I can't see it. Hundreds of boats of all shapes and sizes bob in the crystal blue harbor as seagulls call out overhead. Farther out, you can't even tell where the sea ends and the sky begins. Oh, that's nice. It's enormous and so beautiful. You take a deep breath of briny air, letting it refresh you. When you look over at Mal, he's watching you with an odd smile. What? Nothing. It's been a while since I've seen someone so sincerely impressed with an ocean view. It's kind of nice. I'm surprised you didn't claim you set this all up just for me, Mal the Magnificent. And what would you say if I did? I'd say thank you. Yeah, well, you're welcome. Except all I did was bring you out to the prettiest part of the city on a good day. That actually is enough, you know? That's actually really great. Oh, really? You brought me to the prettiest part of the city? And what made you do that? I mean, I thought you'd like it, that's all. Don't read anything into it. Of course not. Grinning, you turn back to the sea. The vivid orange of the sun ripples in the water's reflection as it starts to set. Streaked clouds in pinks and violets dance through the sky. I don't see the sun setting. Don't worry, Kate. I'll make sure you see this too someday. Nia leans into the cool, salty breeze with a calm smile on her face. Don't we have a beach? This is just the reminder I needed that there's still beauty in the world. The light hasn't forgotten us. Ha. Well, the light is fading, so I suggest we get moving. Hey, Alfonso! Who's Alfonso? Mal hops down from the platform and waves toward a mustachioed man running a fish stall. Oh, Alfonso, okay, mustachioed. Malvolori, Volari. Malvolari. I thought I told you never to show your face. Why am I doing an accent? I don't know. I thought I told you never to show your face on my stall again. With a smile. And I thought I told you you'd miss me too much. You got any of the purple Parnassians? I'm trying to show my friends you're a good time. Is your friend the new looking sharp in the outfit? As a matter of fact, I am. Word to the wise, a handsome fella like you could do a lot better than this ruffian. Yeah, just give me the damn oysters. Damned oysters. Just got the fresh batch this afternoon. You're lucky, they're in season. Oh, Alfonso sounds funny. Alfonso rummages through his crates and unearths a tray of violet colored oysters nestled in ice, their shells sparkling like crystals. I don't suppose this devil warned you about these, did he? Warned? What's there to be warned about? They look pretty and delicate, but they are notoriously spicy. Some folks call them the tongue melters. Oops. That doesn't sound delicious at all. I think I'll pass. Hang on, Priestess. You haven't heard the best part yet. They'll turn your mouth purple. What? That sounds intriguing. I'll try it, I guess. You pick up a shell and raise it toward Mal. To new adventures? I'll toast to that. You and Mal click your oysters together and then slurp them down at the same time. Huh, tastes like a regular oyster to me. You clutch your throat as what feels like liquid fire blazes through your mouth, all the way down to your stomach. Oh, it burns! Blinking back tears, you look over to see Mal grinning and wolfing down his third tongue melter. What? It's an acquired taste. You're hanging in there great for a first timer. Oof. Alfonso hands you a water skin and you chug it down as quickly as you can. You rasp out a laugh when you notice Mal's mouth is a vivid purple. You look like you've been kissing a squid. You're one to talk, kid. Uh-oh. Treep, is your back mumbling? Oh, that's just my stomach. Do you have any anchovies we could take with us? The priestess can't get enough of them. Yeah, I love those little fish with their slimy skin and their dead empty eyes. So soulless and cold. Oof. I'll wrap some up for you. Alfonso wraps up a package of slimy anchovies. Anchovies? It's not anchovies, right? Anchovies, and you gratefully take it and wander back into the city. Yeah, nice. We should probably get down to business, right? Nia, where'd you say the library? A shabbily dressed child comes running up to Nia and takes her hand, blinking away tears. Excuse me, miss. I'm lost and scared. Can you help me find my mommy? Of course, darling. Everything will be alright. Nia leans over, giving her a hug. Nia, wait, don't. What? Wait. But before he can finish, the girl grabs Nia's coin purse and sprints off with it. What the hell, dude? My coin purse! My coin purse! That won't help you find your parents, little child. Dude, are you so naive? She's not a little child. She's a pickpocket. Oh. I don't think I like this city anymore. Oops. Is there someone we need to call? A constable or a guard? Someone to help get it back? You gotta get it yourself, dude. No one's gonna care about a pickpocket. If you want your purse back, we'll have to get it ourselves. You want to chase it down? Of course. Want to? No, not particularly, but I also don't want to look at the priestess's big sad eyes while she's pouting all afternoon. This side quest will let you get Nia's purse back and learn one interesting secret about one of your party members. Okay, sure. Let's do it, the Thieves Guild. Okay, whatever that is. You, Mal, and Nia take off, sprinting through the market after the child. Okay, let's go. Hey, get back here, you little twerp! No way, slowpokes! Okay. She sprints straight into a thick crowd of shoppers, her small form vanishing from view. Oh shit. I'll yell, out of the way! Move, move, move! People part with gasps and exclamations of surprise, many dropping their wares as you speed past. Ha! You're scarier than a rampaging owlbear. and I've already faced an owlbear, by the way. Okay, the child is just up ahead, glowering over her shoulder at you. Leave me alone! We just want my coin purse back. The child puts on another burst of speed, sliding nimbly under a moving ox cart, carrying a huge load of hay that moves into your path. I'll slide underneath it. I'm not gonna smash it, dude. You try to follow after, but you're not quite nimble enough. Oh shit. Your shoulder scraping against the underside of the cart. Oh man. I got hurt. Ow. Shit. Come on, kid. No time to lose. I should have just... shit. I should have smashed through it. Should have had smashed through it. You climb back to your feet with a wince and take off after the others. You run around the corner and see the child disappear into a narrow alley with a single red door. Mal throws up a hand and you and Nia skid to a stop. Hang on. This is about to get tricky. A hulking figure guards the door, a rusty trident propped on his shoulder. Oh shit. Oh god. So I don't know about you guys, but impalement by a rusty trident isn't really how I wanna go. Same here. I got this. With a bone-weary sigh, Mal walks over to the guard. I don't know who you are, friend, but you've got 3 seconds to turn around before I... Mal removes a glove, revealing a tattoo on the inside of his wrist, okay? A pair of crossed daggers in a crimson diamond, framed by 6 blood drops. Oh shit, that's specific. Oh, I'm so sorry, Reaper. Reaper? I didn't realize who you were. Come on in. Reaper? What's a Reaper? You shoot Nia a confused glance and she shrugs. Mal waves to you impatiently and you both follow him in. The 3 of you step into an old abandoned temple packed with people, most of them children. I can't see no children. Some sleep on piles of hay or huddle around fires. Others sit at tables, sorting piles of loot, coin purses, rings, even a pair of spectacles. Oh my, are these all criminals? An older man in a robe approaches you. Mal shows him his tattoo and the man bows his head. Okay. Well, a White Tower Reaper. To what do we owe the honor? Cut the pleasantries, Thief Master. One of your brats pickpocketed a friend of mine. My deepest apologies. She did not know. Dinara, return the goods. Fine. She grudgingly shoves Nia's coin purse back at her, then scurries off to join some friends. I'm sorry, I don't understand. What's happening here? What is this place? I should tell her to lay low or back her up. I think I should tell her to lay low. Something's happening. I don't understand what. Psst, Nia, we're in some kind of a crime den. Maybe better not to ask questions. But the children, what are they doing here? It's a Thieves Guild outpost. A shabby one too, if you ask me. If these kids were worth their salt, you'd never have noticed your coin purse was missing. Okay, hang on. There really is a kingdom-wide Thieves Guild? I thought it was a myth. Well, yeah, that's what they want you to think. Oh, okay, like the Illuminati. But the children, they're being trained up and put to work. Where do you think pickpockets come from? That's terrible. Terrible? These are orphans, Priestess. Kids from the dregs. The Thief Master here puts a roof over their heads, gives them 3 meals a day, and keeps them safe from brigands and kidnappers. What he's doing here is the nicest thing anyone's ever done for him. He's treating them to be thieves, criminals. Mal raises an eyebrow, unmoved. There's a lot worse things. There's a lot worse things they could be than criminals. Try hungry or dead. Oh shit. Actually, I agree with Mal. Sorry, Nia, but Mal's right. The real world's not an easy place for everyone. Sometimes you have to make hard choices to survive. These kids steal, but it keeps them from starving, or worse. That's what matters. Mal's correct. It's not a pretty truth, but it's a truth all the same. That world you wanted to see, Priestess, a lot of it looks like this. I I hadn't considered that. I don't agree with teaching children to steal, but I can understand your point of view. Now then, we've got your coin purse back. Can we get out of here? He turns to leave, and as you go, Nia kneels down and hands the girl who robbed her a small engraved talisman. Remember, child, whenever you need help, the Temple of Light is there. The girl stares at it skeptically, then pockets it. The three of you leave the guild and head back into the market. Nia walks in silent contemplation while you keep peace with Mal. So, your tattoo got you in? Does that mean you're part of the Thieves Guild? Once a thief, you learned a bit about Mal's past. I was, a while ago, not anymore. They call you a Reaper. That sounds ominous. Mal takes a deep breath and an unusually pained look on his face. Look, Tyrion, I'll help you get these shards. I'll help you get your brother back. I'll do whatever it takes. I'm just going to ask two things in return. One, I get first pick of all treasure. Obviously. Two, don't ask about my past. Oh shit. Well, I don't think I'm supposed to say it right now. Can I ask about your feet? Now, well understood. He reaches out, gently patting your shoulder. Knew you would. Now come on, we've got a library to get to. Yeah, we've already wasted so much time here. Neo leads your group through the streets back to the main thoroughfare. You turn a corner, finding yourself in the shadow of the Polynesian Colossus. According to Vash's map, the library should be right here. But there is no library, just an empty space dotted with makeshift tents. Figures trudge between the shanties, staring at the ground with hollow eyes. Wow, the library must have bored itself to death. Naive tourists. Don't even know what happened. Okay. You turn to find a man watching you from under the brim of his hat. I beg your pardon? Look, I can see you're not from around here, so let me give you some advice. This ain't a tourist attraction, so you'd best scram. I should flirt with them, maybe. Is there anything I could say to persuade you? You lean forward with a seductive glint in your eye. Well, aren't you a charmer? I'll tell you what happened, but it'll cost you a round at the tower. First and XP, yay! How about you tell us what happened, and I'll decide if it's worth a round. Feisty too. Alright then, I'll take my chances. A band of orcs raided the town a few years back. Mean ones. Vicious. They plundered the whole damn library and burned it right to the ground. Took the loot back to their damn floating city. Shit, man. I like libraries. Flotilla? I've heard it's massive. Aye, that's where one Ventra Tal Kalin. How do I pronounce it? Ventra Tal Kalin. Ventra Tal Kalin, Queen of the United Orc Clans lives. Does business with all kinds of unsavory sorts. What were the orcs after? Beats me. All the library had was a bunch of old scrolls, artifacts, dusty things like that. Thanks so much for your help. So glad to know this was all a huge waste of time. He tosses a coin to the local, then beckons for you and Nia to follow him down the streets, away from prying ears. Okay? Well, that's terribly tragic, but if the shards at Flotilla now, guess it's gone forever. No, it isn't. If it's at Flotilla, then that's where we're going next. Okay, Nia, slow down. I was afraid you'd say that. No way, absolutely not. Mal, you promised to get Kade back. I promised to try, and I did. Got you all the way to the sea, didn't I? And you're going to give up just like that? That's the kind of man you are? You know, sooner or later, this guilt trip act is going to stop working. Three pokes his head out of Nia's pack. We need to get the shard, but I can't imagine the orcs would be so kind as to hand over the plunder just because we asked for it. We need a plan, but first we need some rest. It's too late to book passage on a ship tonight. Let's find an inn and regroup in the morning. Your group heads back to the heart of the city, stopping at a post office along the way so Nia can send a dove. Nice. The post office, send a dove to the Temple of Light in the White Tower. Losing Vash is a great blow to the temple, but they may be able to start preparing for the purification ritual. And in the meanwhile, here we are, the Siren's Coven. It's clean and quiet, and that's about the best I can say for it. Okay. And so a few hours later, in your room at the inn. Sneak! What? Neha giggles, scratching the snorting threep behind his ears. Snoring, acha. Guess he really liked those anchovies, huh? As fascinating as it is to watch the ancient kitty sleep, I need to get out and stretch my legs. Right, because you haven't been walking all day. You're going to stretch your liver, you mean? Hey, guilty as charged. Charged. Nia, how about it? I'll bet that stuffy white tower of yours didn't have a pub that could compare to the ones here. I don't know. I've heard those places can get, well, raucous. We can stick to the more reputable establishments. The ones I haven't been kicked out of yet, at least. You said you wanted to see the world, right? This is the world. I suppose so. As long as you promise we won't stay out too late. Mal bows to her with a dramatic flourish. I give you my word, fair priestess, and Tyrion will come along to make sure I don't break it. Oh good, if Tyrion's coming, then I know I'll have fun. Oh, is that so? This is a social quest. Social quests let you get closer to your companions and learn more about them. This social quest will let you enjoy a night on the town with Mal and Nia, drinking, dancing, and a chance to get closer. Let's go with them a night out, baby. You gently scoop the snoozing tree back into Nia's satchel. Yeah, he could have just slept in the room now. Why are we taking him? Gladly. I think we've all earned some fun after the day we've had. Nia Scorap, you know what? You're right. I'm looking forward to this. Mal Scorap, alright. I knew it was only a matter of time before I got you both speaking my language. Okay, let's go. I mean, I don't really want to drink, but whatever. The three of you head down to a raucous tavern below the inn. Nia sticks close to you, looking around anxiously as Mal leads you to the bar. Oh my, it's so loud. Oh, did they mean to spill their drinks all over themselves like that? Vantissa, you're looking gorgeous as ever. What's your secret? I hate when I get phone calls and get disturbed while I'm recording. Fuck the people. The barkeep hoists an enormous tray of empty metal tankards off of her shoulder, tossing Mal a grin as you all take a seat. Hey, she's an orc. Vantissa, nice. Not giving a damn does wonders for the complexion. Who are your friends, Mal? This is Tyrion, an adventurer of great renown. Am I? Well, I'm trying to become one anyway. And Nia, an illustrious priestess of the light. Oh, I haven't fully ascended to priestess yet, but the light, eh? Don't get too much of that in the port of Parnassus these days. Maybe too much adventuring though. Her eyes are so red. We heard about the raids a few years back, how they destroyed the library. Vantissa grimaces as she scrubs out the empty tankards. All of the flotillas gone mad, if you ask me. They say Ventratal Kalen united the Orc clans. Bah! All she did was make it clear what sort of folk were welcome in her new order, and it sure isn't folk like me. But that's a problem for beyond my station. My tavern's doing well, which is all I ask really. That's true. Always happy to hand over my hard-earned gold to you, Van. Speaking of which, Tyrion, Nia, there's only one rule when you're drinking with Mal. It's my treat. It's his way of driving folk to enjoy the pleasure of his company. So, what'll it be? I'll actually want to have water, but I think I'm gonna choose ale. Ah, an elf after my own heart. I know, That's the like if I said water, she'd be like, ah, what are you saying? And all that crap. She pours a draft of ale from the row of kegs behind her and slides it your way. It smells wheaty and rich. The Aradsi or clan brews this up on their islands. The matriarch's an old friend of mine. It's like me one of the same, man. Me and my liver are trusting Tyrion's instincts tonight, okay? You sure about that? Because my instincts say the stuff I drank back in Riverbend was better served cleaning rust off your armor. Okay, I did not understand a word he said. Why would you drink it if it tasted so awful? Okay. The taste wasn't the point. What? You never got drunk off cheap liquor with the other acolytes? Acolytes? Acolytes, I've heard this word. Acolytes at temple? In the order, in the series called The Order. Acolyte. I've heard this over there. Certainly not. We were perfect models of decorum. Although, every now and again, we did get up to some mischief. She looks between you and Mal, a devious grin splitting across her face. Once, we swapped the old high priest's lecture notes for a poem we found in the archives. He read the whole thing out loud. Um, Tell me it was at least a dirty poem. Of course not. It was an Elven historical. Quite lovely, actually. Man. Wow, you acolytes sure knew how to party. Mal gestures at the row of kegs behind the bar with a winning grin. Winning grin? Well, Nia, you're no longer an acolyte. You're among friends. Now's the time to live it up a little, if you feel so inclined. And by a little, he really does mean a little. Don't worry, I'll make sure you don't go reciting any scandalous elven poetry. I suppose I could try something, though I've heard alcohol tastes a bit unusual. What kind of taste do you like, dearie? I'm sure I've got something for you. Maybe something a little sweet and not too strong, please. Vantissa uncorks a bottle of white elvish wine and pours her a glass. Hey, white elvish wine, I think that sounds good. Undermount Moscato. Coming right up, a classy drink for a classy young lady. You raise your drink toward your companions. They join you, and you can't help smiling at Nia's daintily raised pinky. To new adventures and to new friends. If I have to be stuck with anyone on a desperate mission to save my brother, I'm glad it's you two. May the light continue to guide our passage. Couldn't have said it better myself. Hear, hear. You clink your glasses together and everyone takes a long drink. Nia's mouth puckers up and she squishes her eyebrows together. Well, that certainly is different. And different as in good, different as in Mal, I owe you my thanks for opening my eyes to the world of fine spirits. I'm not sure about that yet, but I suppose I can keep drinking until I find out. Also, my face feels warm. Is my face supposed to feel warm? But it's a good warm. Or is it? Am I dying? Easy there, maybe you should slow down. We do want you to actually remember the first time you drank alcohol. How about you, Tyrion? Tell me you got up to more trouble back in Riverbend than planting poems. Oh yeah, I got into all kinds of trouble. I'll tell her. Funny story. Why a sexy story? When Kade and I were 16, we came up with this crazy plan to get some wine off of a traveling merchant passing through town. We pretended to be elderly wine connoisseurs. We got grey wigs, and Kade had a fake mustache and everything. Tyrion, that's subterfuge. Did it work? Almost. The merchant had us sample all his wines while singing his own praises until Kade's mustache fell off into his goblet. He was so tipsy. He fished it out and stuck it on the merchant's face. I was laughing so hard I had red wine coming out of my nose. Mal chokes on his ale and slaps the table with tears of mirth in his eyes. Nia hides a peal of giggles behind her hands. I gotta say, the more I hear about him, the more I like Kade. You two would have gotten along. Surely. In the far corner of Vantissa's tavern, a bard strums her lute, tuning each string in turn, then launches into an epic ballad. Oh, I love this one. Ghosts and dragons and sea monsters. You sway in time with the music, letting the dramatic saga wash over you. Patrons spill onto the dance floor, forming pairs and larger dancing circles as they move to the melody. This sounds like a local favorite. I've never heard it before, but I love it already. What are you waiting for then? You should get out there and dance too. With whom? Okay, but I'm not dancing alone. Oh, I'm supposed to choose. Sorry, Mel, but I gotta choose Nia. Sorry, I'll dance with Nia. Nia blinks a few times, flustered, as you extend your arm to her, but then she blushes and lays her hand gently on your arm. I'll do my best not to step on your toes. I won't hold it against you. I'm not the greatest dancer either, but I can show you the steps I do know. You lead her to the dance floor and position her hands in yours. Her arms are trembling, and you brush your thumbs over her knuckles to soothe her. Are you okay? You seem nervous. It's just, I've never actually danced before, and I feel like all I do is tell you about the things I've never done. You must think I'm so naive. Hey, there's nothing wrong with being naive. And you know what I love about it best? She raises her eyebrows, a glimmer of hope brightening her expression. You squeeze her hands in yours. It means I get to show you all those things for the first time, and I consider myself pretty lucky for that. Damn! She beams at you, relaxing into your grip. So, dancing, it's not so difficult really. You just step to the left, back, right, forward. You lead her through the dance, the ballad unfolding around you. Though she starts out frowning in concentration, Nia soon lets out a laugh as she matches your movements. Tyrion, look, I'm dancing! You see, you're natural, Nia. I just have a good teacher. You lead her in a slow turn as the bard plays into the next verse, but Nia's gaze grows troubled as it rests on yours. Tyrion, I have another confession. I I've never actually been in a relationship with anyone before. Oh shit. It wasn't forbidden among the acolytes, not strictly, but no one ever seemed interested in me. Oh shit, no. Someone as amazing and powerful and kind as you? If you ask me, they don't know what they were missing out on. Nia flushes, biting her own lip, her lower lip. When I do find that special someone, though, I don't want them to treat me like a kid or helpless or. You catch her gaze with yours. Nia, believe me, if they're really the right person for you, they'll be thrilled no matter what. She smiles warmly, cheeks still dusted pink. I shit. Pull her closer, bitch. Nia scar. Oh. Nia startles as you draw her in, but she smiles again as she meets your eyes and tentatively wraps her arms around your waist. Okay, you good? I dance with the priestess, you share a tender dance with Nia. I'm wonderful. She smells sweet and delicate so close. You can feel her chest rising and falling as she breathes. Neither of you speaks as the ballad reaches its peak. The bard wails a mournful farewell to the hero as her strumming fades away. But you and Nia stand still for several more moments. Ah, magical. I suppose we ought to get back to Mal. Right, right, of course. Ah, nice. After a few more rounds of drinks, it's closing time. You leave the tavern with a farewell to Ventissa, then bump your shoulder into Mal's. Thanks for the suggestion, Mal. That was just the night out we all needed. And no one got stabbed or kicked out. Truly, the light graced us this evening. Priestess, did you just make a joke? Clearly, I've been spending too much time around you. Well, why stop now? The night's still young. Plenty of more taverns we can get kicked out of. Or, as you round the corner, you find yourselves blocked in the alleyway, facing down 5 men wielding crossbows. Oh fuck. Stop right there, all of you. Or enemies we can face in dark alleys. Mal raises his hands in surrender as the men aim their crossbows. We don't want any trouble, fellas. Just enjoying a night out on the town. Why don't you help yourself to my coin purse and let us be on our way? A squat man in lavish clothing pushes through the others. He brandishes a chubby finger at the 3 of you. Oh, mayor. Shit. There's no need for bribery, cur. I'm this fine city's mayor, and you ruffians are under arrest. For what? Arrest? We aren't criminals. Round them up, men. These bandits are wanted dead or alive. By whom? Shadowcoat. Shit, Shadowcoat. Who else, right? The men with crossbows step from the shadows, revealing themselves as city guards. They move toward you, ready to bind your hands. Could have talked to them, but I can't. Accuse the mayor of lying? He's lying. We're no bandits. You've no right to treat us like this. Sure, we've heard it all before. Now put your hands in front of you. Three flutters up to your shoulder with a hiss, ears flattering back against his head. Be careful! I sense darkness on the mayor. Shadow darkness. He's a servant of the court. See, I knew it. I freaking knew it. The shadow court is here? The mayor draws a blade, lips pulling back in a snarl. Shadows billow around him, doubling his stature. Oh man, I know who's coming. Well, now I'm afraid you leave me no choice. I know who's coming. He lunges forward, but a figure drops down from the rooftops between you. Who is it? Hey! That elf guy. Not so fast. A blast of magical energy erupts from the elf's hand, sending the mayor's men sprawling. The mayor remains standing, blade at the ready. He glares at the elf, who stares back coldly, stoic features arranged in an expression of loathing. Well, you want to fight? Gladly. The mayor lunges again, but the elf deftly sidesteps, hair whipping around as he spins behind the mayor. Quick as a shadow, he draws a slender sword strapped to his back. And decapitates the mayor. Mia screams as the man's lifeless body thuds to the... What? You're the guy from the market earlier. What's going on? Now is not the time. He deserves a bass voice, I think. Behind him, the mayor's men stagger back at their feet. His gaze sharpens and he flicks the blood off his blade. Want some more? Run! Shit, man. Who is this mysterious figure? A helpful ally or a treacherous enemy? Shit, what a chapter. What a turn of events. We found 2 new people. Hopefully this guy is an ally, right? I do think so. I think I've seen him in the cover, like the poster. I think he's an ally, for sure. Anyway, we'll find all of that in the next chapter. Until then, what? Yeah, until then, goodbye and don't forget to be limitless.